What's going on, guys? It's Accolade and welcome back to the server, welcome back to the video, and today we have a pretty cool episode. We've been doing a ton of base progression and I just felt like it was time for me to get some of my own tames, so I grabbed this Megaloceros and knocked it out because I actually think it's one of the most useful tames early game. It is great for gathering thatch, and it's also super fast and great for PvP if you have a flamethrower or something like that. You can use it right off the back of the Megaloceros, plus it does decent damage. But today what I really wanted to talk about is some of the best early game defenses in my opinion, and that's just me being an official player on a PvP server. These are just some of my opinions on what kind of defenses you guys should focus on early game. And obviously turrets are going to be really important, especially as you get later on in the server, because plant turrets aren't going to be able to do enough damage to actually kill the tames. But I do think plant turrets are one of the best early game defenses, not only because they slow and blind the enemy, but it's also way easier to make, and you can spam them all over. And in like my honest opinion, plant turrets make it so much harder to raid a base, because if you're moving a Bronto in, it slows the Bronto down tremendously and makes the rider pretty much blind to everything going on, so he can't react to Terra riders picking him, or he can't react to turrets that are firing at him, or any of that stuff. So in this video I'm going to be going over how we've been progressing with our base defenses and making tons of plant X's, showing you how easy it is really to make plant X's early game. And we also got this Megaloceros tamed out, so I hope you guys enjoy this video. I'm going to be going over a lot of the progression that we do and the farming that we do every day. It's still going to be a shorter video, but I hope you guys enjoy. So let's get right into it. So the first step to really defending your base, you don't need very much. I do suggest grabbing a Quetzal. You guys can see this right now. We tamed out a Quetzal or two yesterday just so we could get started on really moving the base progression forward. Quetzals actually have a huge deal when it comes to how much metal you can smelt and how fast you guys can actually farm resources, because having no Dicarus, a Mammoth, and a Megaloceros and all that is great for farming crop plots and stuff, but when you have a Quetzal, it just makes everything so much easier. As you guys will see in this video, we're able to just pick up all of those dinos with the Quetzal and not only carry more weight, but it's also more mobile and just easier overall. So once you guys have a Quetzal, or even if you don't, the fastest way to farm the materials needed to craft these crop plots is all you need is stone, fiber, thatch, and wood. It's really that easy to get going on these plant turrets. And in the meantime, in order to get fertilizer, you also need, I guess you could use compost bins, but I personally think dung beetles are just the best for fertilizer. They make it so fast. The turnover when it comes to producing fertilizer is just so rapid. I think we filled up an entire inventory of fertilizer just literally within a day, not even pushing it very hard. And dung beetles are pretty easy to get. Very easy tames once you just go into the caves and look for them. Didn't take long at all to get that. So once you get fertilizer going, you have plant X seeds, which are obviously found in the swamp, and you can get going by starting to farm some stone, farming wood, fiber, thatch, and then you're finally ready to craft the crop plots. Okay guys, I know that last part was pretty cringy, so forgive me for that, but I actually didn't record any audio over that because I wasn't expecting to actually put it in a video. So usually I just record what I do on the server just in case something fun happens, but I thought it would be cool to make this video just because you guys don't really get to see the grind behind the base creation and base progression. But on a different note, this deer is about to wake up actually. This is going to be my first tame on the server, and actually I'm not sure. I may have tamed a couple Terras before. I know I did tame a couple Terras on stream, but this thing is about to wake up. It's going to be really good for PvP and thatch farming and just transportation in general. I love these deers. And there we go. I already have a name picked out for it actually, so it's going to be named Accolade. It's pretty cringy too. I don't know why. I can't get myself from cringing. But let's see here. And these things are super fast. I'm actually lagging right now. But there's an Ovis and a snail left in here to tame still. So I'm going to try to get this deer out, and then I will see you guys in a second once we're ready to put these crop plots down. Well, guys, the Megaloceros is out, and we are loaded with crop plots. I just have to put them all over the base. I think I have a good idea of where I want to put these crop plots. Kind of on the edges here as I'm running along, and then back farther behind that behemoth gate over there, I'm going to be putting a ton, because on that side of the base is really kind of our weaker side, I would say. We don't have all these plants, and we don't have all these dino pens and stuff kind of blocking the way for the raiders to get here. So I just put all the crop plots in the Quetzal for now. I'm going to grab these, and let's start tossing these down. I'm using the Megaloceros because it's easier to run around. I think I'm going to try placing them directly while sitting on the Megaloceros. We'll see if that works or not. But some of these slopes are a little too steep for me to actually climb on foot. So that's what the Megaloceros is helping me do. Plus, I just kind of want to ride the deer around a little bit today. So let's head out here and start putting some of these down. I'm just going to spam this entire side with Plant X, I'm thinking. Just put this entire, I think probably about that far apart. Maybe doing two, like one below, one above, all the way across. But I just definitely want to spam this entire side with Plant X. I'm going to continue to do this off camera because I doubt you guys really want to see me place all these Plant X crop plots all over the place. No, they're not Plant X, the large crop plots. So I'm just going to spam them all over here just like this. It's crazy. There's like no clip, basically. You can place them on almost flat walls. So it's crazy where you can put these things. So as you can see, this side of the base is pretty not very well defended. So I'm just going to put all kinds of crop plots on this side. And then I'll see you guys in a second when this is all done. Okay, that didn't take long at all. I just grabbed a ton of fertilizer and Plant X. Hopefully it rains soon, but what I'm going to do is actually fill up these crop plots, if I can actually reach it. I'm going to fill up these crop plots with fertilizer and Plant X. I'm not sure how I'm going to fill this thing. I think I'm going to have to get it from above, maybe, because the slant is so steep. That's crazy how you can't run up it, but you can still place a crop plot on it. There we go. So as you can see, we got tons of fertilizer, tons of Plant X ready to be put into these crop plots. We're just going to fill all of these plants up with fertilizer and plants, and then I guess I'll see you guys as soon as it's all done. Hopefully it looks good. I placed tons of crop plots on the other side, and hopefully it works. Not only looks good, but it works well for defense, because we have been getting hit recently, and I want to make sure our base is pretty well defended. So if you guys haven't been seeing a whole ton of progress lately, it's because I haven't been able to play very much because of school and whatnot, but I'll be making sure to get out more videos in the future, trying to post as much as I possibly can. And yeah, I'll see you guys as soon as all of these plants have started growing. And we are back. All of the Plant X have been filled with fertilizer, and I think they're all growing. It just rained recently, so they should all be good. I'm going to go check it out right now, actually. I apologize for kind of like the lack of action, I guess, in these videos. Early game tends to be that way for me, especially. Just because it's a lot of grinding, a lot of base work, but you know what, it's still fun for me. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the videos too, and let's get some PvP out in the future. But as soon as the base is done, that actually looks really nice. As you can see, I put Plant X all along this side here, so if somebody decides to walk a Bronto up from this side of tank turrets, they're going to be taking a lot of heat from Plant X. So I think that looks pretty good. Trying to get a thumbnail here, actually. And I might add more to this side. I think the plan is to add turret towers here and add a bunch more stuff. But yeah, I think it looks great. I think I'm probably going to use this as a thumbnail, actually. But just to reiterate the point from the beginning, I do actually think Plant X's are the best early game defense, in my opinion, just because turrets are really, really hard to make, especially at the early levels, and when polymer and cementing paste just isn't as easy to come by, especially before you have all of those essential like forges and chem benches and stuff like that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm not going to be doing a whole much more today. I think I have to get some work done, so I'm going to be hopping off after this. But yeah, we set up all these Plant X's. Hopefully this adds another layer of defense to kind of stop griefers from coming from this side, because this is definitely our weakest side of the base. So in the next episode, I'll make sure I get some PvP in there or something, as much as I can do. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the series, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Check it out, baby. Too high, baby. Show your ride, baby. I stay up till the morning. I sleep when I'm dead. We can smoke out his roll one, but don't spill that weed in my bed. You're still here in the morning. I ain't saying you should leave, but I got shit to do. I got places to be. I got people to see. I seen your type before. Hey, I know you want some more.